Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Christmas inspired look. If you can't tell, like, I'm doing a Morphe red lip with a Morphe neutrally brown eye. Thought I'd do this just before Christmas, give you a day to decide what you want to do with your makeup. If you want to do something a bit more exciting, then this might be the look for you. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you like what you see, please keep on watching. I'm so sorry that I literally look dead right now. But I'm going to go in with my Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline. I really recommend this primer. It kind of reminds me of the YSL one, which obviously a price point is very different. But yeah, I feel like it holds up well. It's quite blurring on the skin, and I'm just putting it on all the places where I might get a bit shiny throughout the day. I'm now taking my Eyelure pencil in mid brown. I always use this pencil. I've always used pencils, but I've actually asked for a brow pomade from MAC for Christmas, so I'm hoping to switch it up in any further makeup videos because I feel like it works a bit more. It just looks a bit more fleeky for some reason. So yeah, I'm just going around the shape of my eyebrows. The pencil was a little bit blunt, so I had to go and sharpen it, as you'll see in a sec. That's meant to mean sharpen. So I'm now just filling in the other eyebrow, trying to keep them even, but remember they're sisters, not twins. I love that saying, but obviously I don't want them to look polar opposites at the same time, so I'm now moving on to my LA Pro Girl concealer, which I cannot rave about enough. It's literally like less than £5 and it's the best concealer I've ever used. It's so full coverage, so blendable. They've got such a large range of shades, and like I said, it's so cheap. So I'm just using that to kind of tidy up my eyebrows and make them look a little bit more sharp. This is like my favourite part of the eyebrows because I feel like it just makes them look so much more bold and clean. I'm just taking my MAC 252 brush to blend out the concealer. Perfect. So now I'm going to be taking that concealer again. I don't know why I do this separately, but I'm going to be using it as a base for my eyeshadow. I have used actual bases that are like made as eyeshadow primers, like I've used the Urban Decay one before and I've used the MAC one, but I just find that concealer works just as well, if not better, because it's just such a thick base and you can pick what colour you want it to be. So I struggle to find shades that really match my eyelid, but my concealer does to a T, so I just use that as a blank canvas. So I'm just going to be like, I'm just redefining my brows really because they weren't sharp enough for me, but so now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It's a contour and highlight kit, thank you Sarah, and I'm going to be using the lightest shade in there. I think it's, no, the second lightest maybe. It's the one that's not got shimmer in it, and I'm going to be taking a beauty blender and I'm just going to be patting that down to make sure that I have a base that is matte. Now for the fun part, I'm taking my Morphe Second Nature palette, and I love these colours. They're so fiery and bold. So I'm just gonna, it took me forever to decide how to cut it out. I'm just going with like a medium-y, matty, reddy, brownie colour and a brush, I don't know where this is from. And I'm just going to be kind of doing my crease. This takes a while to build up. I feel like a lot of the Morphe shades do take a while to build up, but that's not a bad thing because you can make it as intense or as subtle as you want it to be. For me, I like it quite intense, but that's just me. I'm now going in with a slightly darker shade. It's kind of a similar kind of hue, but just a bit darker, and I'm going back into the crease because I wanted it darker, which I do a lot. I tend to start off with a colour and think, nah, I like my crease to be really defined, and then I go in with a darker version of that colour, which is fine. Now taking my Morphe, I think it's a 112 brush, and I'm going to be picking a colour to have as my transition. So it's kind of like a warmer beigey brown. I'm so sorry that I'm not the best at explaining the shades. I think they have got shade names, but I kind of got rid of that clear sheet that has all the names on it, so you just have to kind of look for reference at what I'm pointing at. But this is such a lovely colour. And then for the lid colour, I always go with the shimmer, so I'm going with this gold colour, which isn't actually my favourite. I find that some of the shimmers from Morphe tend to get matte quite quickly, but I was kind of stuck with that palette, so I just went with it. And it actually turned out pretty nice, quite subtle though. Again, at this stage, I didn't actually show you, but I went in with an even darker colour to go back into that crease, and it's kind of like a dark matte brown, and I feel like it just pulled the look together very well. Now I'm curling my eyelashes with my Primark £1 lash curler, which I hated at first. I'm also using a Primark mascara, which is actually pretty sick. It's like £3 and it works kind of like the fibre ones where you suddenly have the biggest lashes ever out of nowhere if you watch. Like, how good is that? £3 guys, £3. Now for the part where I begin to look more alive and put together, I'm going to be doing my foundation. I mixed two shades. I've got Superstay by Maybelline in a slightly lighter colour, and then I've got Fit Me by Maybelline. I've just realised they're both Maybelline. I'm a Maybelline bitch. And I mix them together to get the perfect shade, because sometimes I'm a bit more tanned and sometimes I'm a bit paler. So I'm just doing it on the back of my hand. I don't have a fancy little plate or anything. I always struggle to get it off my hand afterwards, so I really don't know why I do it, but so once that's all mixed, I tend to just put it all over my face in little dots. At this point, I actually got it on the Santa hat, you can't see, but I was so upset. So yeah, I'm just doing big-ish dots, and then I blend them out with the Beauty Blender, which is slightly damp, even though I'm so lazy and most of the time I don't wet it. But wetting it, guys, makes a massive difference, especially if you're using a matte foundation. Like, I can't stress it enough. Wet your Beauty Blender, walk to that sink and wet the blender. At this point, I didn't feel like it was 100% full coverage, so I did go back and literally put pumps onto my face. Just in the areas where I felt like it looks like I'm putting it everywhere, I'm not. I'm just putting it where my blemishes are, because I like a pretty matte full coverage face, so it's alright to go in with the second layer. These are buildable foundations. Welcome back, LA Pro Girl. Now I'm going to be, I need to stop kissing it. Now I'm going to be doing my concealer. I tend to just do it in like under my eyes, just the normal places that people do it, except I don't put it on my nose, which I've said in other videos. I find it goes a bit cakey, and I'd rather my nose be quite bare for when I apply highlighter. It just applies better for me. So I'm just blending that out with a smaller beauty blender, again from Real Techniques. I find the Real Techniques ones are so much better than fake ones, because the fake ones tend to be really hard. But if you do know of any dupes that are very soft like Real Techniques, let me know. Not that they're expensive to begin with though. Girl, you're looking fine as hell. Now to bake, I use the Revolution banana powder. I find it really good. I do want to try the Laura Mercier one. I've heard good things about it. And that's how much I put into the little lid. But oh, translucent powder is so messy, but for me it works a lot better and stays on longer than just wearing compact powder. At this point I'm being really cringe and getting gassed. So my lips were dry. This isn't actually part of the makeup, but I wanted to rave about this lip gloss, lip balm, whatever it is, from Body Shop. It smells insane, like very strong strawberries. It's so thick and sticky, like if you put that on top of any lipstick or anything, your lips just look at that. I'm now using my, I think it's Jordana contour stick. I think it's Sculpt and Go. This is really good. I haven't actually used it in a while, but it is really good for contouring. I tend to use powder contour, but once in a while if I want it more intense I will use cream. So I'm just using completely the wrong brush for this, but I don't have a contour brush, so I'm just using a buffing one. Going back in with my Anastasia to bronze my face with the right brush. Oh god, yeah. So I'm just using the warmer shade to warm up my face. Sometimes I use the one that's slightly darker to contour my face. Now I'm going in with some MAC blush. I'm not sure what the shade is, but this blush is okay, but I tend to prefer the Natural Collection £1 ones because they're just a bit more pigmented and I feel like I have to keep going in. I'm now going in with my Kiko eyeliner, my liquid eyeliner, which you can see I'm dreading because After years of experience, I still can't get them perfect, and it just takes me forever, and I just get angry with it. But yeah, here's a close-up of me doing my anxiety-provoking eyeliner. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, so one's pointing north, one's pointing south. It's just not the best, but from far away you can't tell. Now just going to be wiping away the bake with just a normal brush, which is really pretty actually. It's only like £1 from Super, so I'm going to re-rate this brush. Now I'm going back in with the Jordana, and I'm going to be doing the contour on my nose, which is an integral part of the makeup for me. I have to get my nose snatched, otherwise the makeup will not make me happy. So just draw some weird ass lines on my nose, and yes, I use my fingers to blend them in because I feel like using a brush kind of makes it become less focused in the right areas, and it starts to like blur out and become weird, and then my nose looks bigger. Lashes time. I'm not a massive fan of these lashes. I'm not sure what they are. I'm using the Duo glue from Primark. They probably do it everywhere, and it's pretty good glue. Yeah, after that disaster, I decided to just move back and do it within my own space because it just wasn't working trying to show you guys, and that glue does that all the time. It's so annoying. So yeah, I'm just spending forever blowing it, making sure it's tacky before I apply them. I get so impatient with this step, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually so proud for how these applied. Like literally they went in place first time, which never normally happens with me with lashes, but I decided not to speed this part up just for people that struggle to put lashes on. I'm going to do the other one off camera. Now we're done, and I'm just going to be adding a few more fake hairs to the front of my brows. I just always do it. And some fake freckles. I don't know why my ear was poking out the whole time. And then I'm going in with my e.l.f. £5 setting spray, which I love. Again, use it religiously. And that will just set all the makeup in place and make it look a bit more, I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of the lashes. I was a bit like, And now I look really happy because we're going on to highlighter, and it's one of my favourite steps. It just adds so much dimension and glow to your face, makes you look alive. So I'm using my MAC one, which I believe is the extra dimension one or something. Really good highlighter, recommend it. As you can see, I'm gassed. Now this product is from Topshop. It's one of their, I don't know if it's meant to be an eyeshadow, but it's honestly the most glittery, amazing, reflective thing I've used on my face, and the camera does not do it justice, which makes me so sad. But in person, honestly, better than any highlight I've ever used. Just put a little bit on top of the highlight you've already got on, and it's crazy. In the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Hot Shot, which is quite a light red for me, but I quite like it. It's a bit different, and you will see how it looks. And I'm just using my Natural Collection £1 amazing lip pencil, which is like my dream shade. I can't help but smell this product because it smells so sweet, like cupcakes. It reminds me, if any of you guys have used Lime Crime, it's very similar to that, like in consistency. It does get a bit crumbly and dry, so if you have got a dry lip period, so like it's winter, I don't recommend it because it just kind of settles into the cracks. But if you've got well moisturised, happy lips, then it's fine. Got a bit on my teeth there. Now cue the cringe slow-mos. I don't know why, but I didn't really film a proper outro, so I'm going to say thanks for watching now. And I was wearing joggers the whole time over this dress, like, what the hell?